What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Dark Avenger Live. I don't know why the broadcasting soon still stayed up afterwards. What's up, Black Knight? I saw you in the comments here early. We're starting at 9 o'clock. This is the starting time from now on for Dark Avenger Live because I officially have a streaming schedule up on Twitch and I cannot be late. And today is the 9 o'clock stream date. So I'm doing Dark Avenger Live now, as you all know, on here and on Twitch. Unfortunately, if you're watching on Twitch, though, I cannot highlight your comments. So if you do comment, unfortunately, I won't be able to highlight it. If you comment on YouTube, I can. So on the Discord, I shared the YouTube link. So it brings people over to the YouTube so that they have a chance to actually comment and have their comments highlighted. If you don't want your comments highlighted and you just want to chill on Twitch, I still will answer your comments. You are more than welcome to. Chaotic Falcon 86 on Twitch. You're welcome to chill out, have a good time. We're going to talk about a lot of things. Ironically, E3 happened this week, so we're going to talk about a lot of game trailers. Not E3, but game trailers. And then I also got a fun shipment in the mail. Got some new figures from the next Todd McFarlane DC Multiverse line. Didn't get the full set, though, because there was one figure I did not particularly like. Unfortunately, my camera's back to doing the zoom thing, so I'm sorry if it gets blurry and unblurry. I will try to fix that, as I had to restart this computer already once because of because it had some updates. Yesterday was a horrible day. I was trying to stream forever, and this computer decided, no. I want to take my sweet time and update. Yeah, update for 4 hours. I ended up using my streaming laptop for Twitch yesterday. It was a very interesting experience, to say the least, to have two laptops running at the same time. I can't wait to have my office done so I can have my computer. At this point, I'm tired of laptops. I really need a break from laptops. And the good news is cleaning out the room is underway. Once it's completely cleaned out, I'm going to start not a photo shoot, but I'm going to start doing like a progress from beginning to ending. I've already got a couple of lights that were recommended to me by a couple of friends that I actually put in a wish list. I'm finally getting the camera controls up. And there we go. Now, autofocus is off. Very good. There we go. Much better. Now I feel like I'm more focused again than I was before. So anyway, with that being said, E3 happened this week. And I have to start with this. I love PS5 so much, or PlayStation so much, because PlayStation decided to start advertising for Ratchet & Clank all week. I love the commenters on Twitter so much. Twitter is definitely the most toxic place you could be. I don't recommend Twitter that often. But, yeah, everyone on Twitter is saying exactly what I'm thinking. I'm not playing the game because I don't have the console. And I'm not paying the oh, God. What are they called now? I forgot what they're called. But I'm not paying the people on eBay who want $1,000 to $2,000 for a PlayStation 4 because they found a way to buy all the consoles out of all of the the stores before anyone else could, and then hop the price up so they can make a profit. No, thank you. So yeah, no one has a PS5. I wish PlayStation would stop shooting themselves in the foot, because literally either make more consoles or stop, because you're only making people more annoyed. At least Xbox, they released a little bit here, a little bit there. I can get my hands on an Xbox Series S right now if I wanted to. I don't want to because there's really nothing needed on the Xbox Series S. Everything is on the Xbox except for Medium right now. That's the only exclusive for the X. I imagine that we won't be seeing any exclusives until probably 2022, especially after E3, where every single game they mentioned is going to be on the Xbox One and Series X. So, yeah, I don't see a emergency. I need to buy the Series X now. And as far as the PS5 is concerned, I mean, again, they're not available because everyone else is buying them and selling them on eBay for more money. But Twitter was a lot of fun pre-E3 talking about Ratchet & Clank, where nobody could play it because no one has a PS5. And I just loved it. I actually left a comment myself saying if I had a PlayStation 5, maybe I would be enjoying it. But since I can't get my hands on one, so that's unfortunate. But E3 did happen, and we got a lot of new game trailers. We got some continuing trailers. And I'm going to start with, I know it's out of order, but the first thing I got to talk about is Sea of Thieves. I have to, because I was very, very happy with the news that came out for Sea of Thieves. So Sea of Thieves every year at E3 for the past 3 years has had some type of an update. Last year was the addition, 3 years ago was the addition of Tall Tales. Last year was more about Flameheart and the seasons, and I believe it was the multiplayer that was announced. My years are all merged together when it comes to Sea of Thieves, because as you all know, I was there since beta and I still play it all the time. So this year was no different. This year at E3, they had a new trailer, and Sea of Thieves officially is teaming up with Disney, and we're getting Jack Sparrow. We're getting Pirates of the Caribbean, and we're getting new enemies. Jack Sparrow's in the Sea of Thieves. I'm hoping maybe for a new area. I mean, they didn't say a new area. They were kind of showing more story than anything else. But, man, I'll tell you all, we're going back to the seas on Chaotic Falcon. We're going to be sailing the seas a lot. I now know why my sister is upset. She was posting Ratchet and Clank stuff, but I didn't know what was up. Yeah, because basically, to go back to Ratchet and Clank for a minute, yeah, PlayStation 5 has been boasting about Ratchet and Clank all week long, Black Knight. They've been literally all over the place from A to Z talking about how great the game is, but no one can play it because either we don't have the console, or like I said, the people I don't believe, I can't remember their name. I mean, literally, I deal with them with the toys too. Whatever the people are, they go in, they buy all the consoles, and they're selling them for quadruple the price on eBay, and PlayStation's not stopping them. Xbox is trying to keep up with, but there's no PS5s that are being released. You can look up PS5 right now. The only way you're going to buy one is if you pay like $1,000 to $2,000 on eBay. And normal price for a PlayStation 5 is, I think, $600 for the digital, or was that the CD version? And then I think $600 for the CD version, $400 for the digital only bundle, the one where it doesn't take discs. And originally I wasn't going to get discs, but because I have a lot of my older games on disc, I might end up getting the disc drive anyway, just for my older games. But I'm going to a mostly digital platform come probably, I would say 20. It's already kind of starting now. I've already looked up a couple of games digitally instead of getting physical copies. I think the only physical copies I want to get will be Halo. And out of all the games that I've mentioned here, I'm going to mention here maybe one or two just to have a physical copy of them. But for the most part, a lot of these games are actually going to be on the Xbox Game Pass. I don't even have to buy them. And I'm happy. Yes, I pay a monthly subscription, but it is worth every penny. And once I get my computer up and running, I have the Game Pass Plus. I can actually download the Xbox app and have computer games on my gaming PC as well. So, I mean, win-win all around. I'm not a gamer at all. I was going to get a used PS3, but I heard they closed the PS. Yes, they did. Unfortunately, they did. They did close the PS Store. So, yeah, I'm excited for Sea of Thieves. I'm really happy they've added Jack Sparrow. It's going to bring a lot of people back who've left the game for a while. I think it's also going to bring newer people in, people who are fans of Pirates of the Caribbean, people who are on the fence about the game. I mean, the game is free if you get Game Pass. They have a Game of the Year version edition, whatever that is. And then there's also, what do you call it? There's like some type of a complete version. Are you going to continue to read A Man Among Ye? Absolutely. I did enjoy A Man Among Ye. I love that comic. It was a lot of fun to read. I definitely am going to be continuing that comic. Absolutely. What's up, Pegasus? Scalpers, thank you. I don't know when you said that, but Pegasus is in our Twitch chat, and unfortunately I can't highlight it, but Scalpers. Thank you, Pegasus, for that. Thank you for letting me know the name. So, yes, the Scalpers are buying the PS5s up left and right, and we are unable to get our hands on them. So, anyway, let's talk about some newer games. Battlefield 2042. Now, Battlefield 5 was a cluster of wow and shit. So, this time around, it looks like they're not looking to push anything except good gameplay and interesting story. So I'm definitely invested in checking this battlefield out. 5, like I said, didn't do so well. 4 was not good, really too good. It was enjoyable for its time, but didn't have longevity. And then I've got my trusty PS2. I had to highlight that one just because it's hilarious. It's true, trusty PS2. But the other previous battlefields were good. I'm going to give this battlefield one more try if it doesn't work out. There was also teasers for, there's a vampire game coming out in 2 years. Evil Dead, the game. Bruce Campbell's voicing himself in the game, which I'm really happy about that. Rainbow Six is no longer going to be doing any more Siege. Siege is officially done. I believe they ended with season 4. We're going into Rainbow Six Extraction. That game, that's going to be my first digital, I think, pre-order game. I think that's where I'm going with Rainbow Six, and that's where the digital stuff starts. Elden Rings looks really good. I'm going to definitely check that game out. I believe I already pre-ordered that for the Xbox. Far Cry 6, I've already had that pre-ordered since they mentioned it, I think, last year. But they showed off some of the season pass as well, where you get to play as the antagonist from the previous games. That's going to be very, very interesting. That one I'm getting physically because I have all my Far Cry games physically, so I'll probably continue the trend. Shredders is free with the Game Pass. That's a snowboarding game that nobody asked for, but apparently we're getting. I'll try that out. Among Us is getting 15 people lobbies now. Very happy about that. All the consoles advertise it because Among Us is coming to all the consoles come, I believe, next month, as a matter of fact. And with Xbox, if you have the Game Pass, you get Among Us for free. But, I mean, you could get Among Us for free right now on your cell phone. So, I mean, it's not like, oh, my God, we can get Among Us for free. It's unlike PlayStation and Switch, it's going to be free on the Xbox, provided you have the Game Pass. If not, it'll probably be the same price as it is on the Switch and as it will be on the PlayStation. But hopefully this will bring people back to Among Us. I came in late to the party when it comes to Among Us, so I'm kind of hoping my friends will come back to the game and we'll have some sessions again. I did enjoy it a lot. I played a little bit on VR chat. It's not the same, though. The actual original Among Us game is just, it's an enjoyable game. My opinion, agree to disagree. I really love Among Us. Outer Worlds 2 was announced. The title, obviously they're not doing anything now, but Outer Worlds, the first one came out about 2 years ago. A lot of fun. I haven't streamed it yet. I guess I'm going to have to catch up before 2 comes out. Forza Horizon 5. I have Forza Horizon 4, and it was an enjoyable game. I know my son liked playing it a little bit. Horizon, I enjoy the regular Forza, not so much. This time it's going in Mexico, so it looks interesting. Again, it's free with the Game Pass, so more than likely I will get the Game Pass version and then either buy the Season Pass for the game if I really enjoy it, or I'll just let it go, and then when it leaves the Season Pass, I will either buy the game if I like it or I won't. The Season Pass makes it easy to have the games when they first come out, and then when the price goes down, you can buy a physical copy or actually buy the game when it leaves the Game Pass later. Stalkers 2 looked very good. I'm definitely invested in seeing more with Stalkers 2. I'd never played Stalkers 1, so I really don't know too much about that game, but the trailer looked interesting at least. And then, of course, Back 4 Blood, which is basically the people that brought us Left 4 Dead. Now Back 4 Blood is coming out, and that's basically the sequel to Left 4 Dead 2 that isn't being brought to you by Valve. And it looks really good. The story looks intriguing. I'm definitely invested in checking out Back 4 Blood. And again, free on the Game Pass. I did pre-order a physical copy for the season stuff, so I'm not sure yet if I'm going to get rid of it or if I'm going to hold on to it. I'll wait and see what else comes out. I mean, from now until I think it's coming out in October, or they said fall 2021. There's more time. There'll be more trailers. There'll be more discussion about the game. So I'm pretty sure that we'll get more info as we go along when it comes to Back 4 Blood and any of the games I mentioned. If you are watching this on Chaotic Falcon on Twitch, I know that this is my normal scheduled streaming. This is what we're going to get used to on Tuesdays. I do Dark Avenger Live first, and then after that, we'll go into a game. I did mention a few games. You're welcome to throw out anything you'd like to see on the Twitch channel if you're watching on Twitch. I will figure that out once Dark Avenger Live is done. I will have a game set up. There'll be a brief intermission, and then we'll go into a game. But for here, for those of you watching on Dark Avenger C86, I did get a small haul this week. They were delayed, then they weren't delayed, and then I believe they came out like a year. They came out like a week after they were supposed to come out. So there was a new wave of McFarlane figures for Batman, Dark Knight's Death Metal. So there was a Superman. I now have every single Superman except for the Jokerized Superman, which that face will give you nightmares. But I ended up getting Superman. And then I saw Batman. I really enjoyed the Batman. I really like the Batman for this set, especially with the scythe guitar. So I grabbed Batman. And then Wonder Woman was just kick ass in this series. So there was the Wonder Woman with the chainsaw. I could not get it. I mean, Wonder Woman was so kick ass in this. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot the zoom is no longer auto. The only one I didn't get was the, what was it? The Robin King. So I can't do the Build-A-Figure, but I really don't care. I didn't buy it for the Build-A-Figure. But I truly love the trinity of heroes when it comes to Dark Knight's Metal and McFarlane toys, McFarlane figures. They've gone above and beyond when it's come to not just the figures, but the extra stuff it comes with. They come with cards, they come with stands. Even the packaging is really nice. I don't really want to take it out, but I'm more than likely will be taking these out once I get some shelves built in the apartment. I'm actually working on a couple of shelves to be put on the walls. Once that happens, I probably will put those on shelves. I don't really like to keep too many figures in packages because they're meant to be displayed and they're meant to be shown nice. I just don't have any shelf space here. And as you all know, I'm in the process of moving to a different apartment. So I don't have the ability to take them out, put them out, and then I have to take them again and put them somewhere else. I'd rather wait and then put them out once and then not have to think about it again until I do my regular like spring cleaning where I clean out the I clean off my shelves, I take all the dust off the figures and then put them back, which I didn't do that this year. And I might actually end up doing it next spring. Now I'm not doing it now after that. But that's really all that's been going on. Then I had some crazy stuff happen at the end of last week that threw my entire weekend off. I'll tell you what, guys, it really threw my weekend off quite a bit. I kind of went MIA. I was talking with a few people, and then I literally just disappeared from the conversation for about 4 days. I had people messaging me nonstop. If you'd like to know details, go check out the Discord. Link is in the description below. If you're on YouTube, if you're on Twitch, link is on the About page. I started a new tab or a new folder in the Discord. Anyone who joins and becomes a community member, which you just join and you can become a community member. For right now, I am working on setting up a little thing where you can't just join and everything's accessible to you, where you have to join and read the rules and do a few things before you gain full access to everything. I've seen that in a few Discords and I like it. So I'm going to set that up for mine. But anyway, I set up another tab that's specifically for people who join and are a part of the community, not just join and then disappear, because I've had a few people who jumped into the Discord and then within 24 hours, gone. But there's a new tab for Shooting Star Universe where I'm posting an archive for written work that I'm going to be putting on the .com, an archive for newsletters after they go out. First they go out and then like maybe a week later I'll post it on the Discord. So this way there's a little archive for the newsletter, Shooting Star Presses. And then also I am posting exclusive Discord posts. So every once in a while I'll have like a short little thing. Now I say short, but it ended up being 2 posts long. It's a lot longer than you think. Sometimes when I start writing, I don't stop until I get everything out. But it's basically an exclusive place where I talk to the community about what's going on with me, what's going on as far as streaming and everything else. And now I'll talk about it here a little bit. But some crazy stuff happened this past weekend, and it kind of it took me away from talking with people this weekend. It took me away from everything, and it just involved a lot of rebooting, reformatting a few things in a few ways, and stuff about me and stuff that's going on with me that I feel needed a little bit more attention and fixing. And it's nothing super, super major, but I can't say that because I'm not allowed to really say that. But if you go on the Discord, you'll understand why. There's really not much I can say on the matter. because I was asked not to by certain family members of the person that I'm talking about. Bavarian, it's been a while, girl. How are you? How are you? Hopefully you're doing well. So anyway, it just caused me to just step back and think about things for a moment and kind of take in everything that's been going on, not just in my life, but going on in general, and just kind of rethink a couple of things that I'm doing in a way where it works out, where everybody kind of benefits. And I'd like to think it's going to work out very, very well because of that. And that makes absolutely no sense to anybody who hasn't read the posts on Discord yet. But again, you can easily join the Discord. We are not a scary Discord. We are a friendly, all welcoming server. We are completely open, and we are a safe place for all. But yeah, no, it's just, sometimes an event happens in your life, and it makes you kind of rethink, yourself. I'm better now. I have a new place I'm living at now. I lost my apartment because my friend was being shady, so that's why I've been MIA. Oh man, I'm so sorry about that, Bavarian, but I'm glad you got a new apartment. I'm glad that everything's going good now. I'm very happy that you're doing good. Are you still in the same state, or did you have to move to a different state too? I'm guessing you stayed in the same state. But yeah, shady business is garbage, and I'm glad you got away from that 100%. But yeah, no, sometimes life events make us step back and really just examine everything that's going on in our lives and ourselves. And this event happened, and it made me step back and think about myself and where things are going with myself and just myself in general. And and it made me think of, and that's where the title of this show comes from, Old School, but for a New Era, where there were a lot of things I did years ago on YouTube, and the personality I had on YouTube, and just the personality I had in and out of YouTube. Honestly, the personality I had on YouTube was the same personality I had on off video. And it's just kind of bringing that attitude back a little bit, because I feel like that era, or that old school mindset, really kept me going and kept me in a more positive mindset. And especially with events and everything that have gone on in the past year, I don't think a new version of myself is needed. I just think sometimes the old is the best new. And looking back at that, I know that was one of the best versions of myself. I know this because multiple people told me that was when I was at my highest. And that's kind of why I want to get that guy back. Why go into creating something new? Why start a brand new, be this whole different person, this whole new person, when I had it right in the beginning? Things happened, things changed, and obviously that person took a backseat or, disappeared for a while. It's easy, to evolve and change. It's easy to change for people or for whatever, but, I spent the weekend kind of just re-examining that part of my life, what I went through during that part of my life, and how things were. And I've made a lot of new friends now. I've met a lot of new people, and I've gotten close. I would like to believe I got close. I don't even know if I got close, but I would like to believe I got close to a person. And that me is the me that came out of all of the insanity and chaos that happened in 2020. And it was also the me that went through stuff before 2020. And that's not the person I was, for example, back in 2010, 2011, in 2007, when we started Brooklyn Boys. And that was when I believe, and when a lot of people told me, I was at my highest. And I don't know, I just want to get that mindset back. And it just came to the point where a certain question was asked to me, and it was a dark question, to say the least, by somebody. And that's what really set me off on this kind of like re-examining life thing. Because it's like, is that, it made me start wondering, am I going down that way? Is that what's happening? And it's like, I know that version of myself, that never would have happened. That won't happen. That ain't going to happen with that version of myself. And the version of myself that I was in, it was always questioning, always worrying, always, paranoid a little bit. And that's not who I am. That's not who I, that's not the fun version of myself that I like. I would rather be around. I'd rather be here sitting talking comics with all of you guys, talking collectibles with all of you guys. By the way, there's another Captain America shield that's coming out soon. It's coming out in the fall. I'm very interested in it. Or talking video games or playing video games, and it's like, pardon my language, but it's like, fuck the new me, fuck the me I was, whenever, whoever, wherever, whatever. Superman 2 was, there was a perfect part at the end of Superman 2, and I made reference to this on the Discord. At the very end of the movie, as you all know, Superman gave up his powers in the middle of the movie because he wanted to be with Lois Lane, and then Zod, and all the shit happened, and then he had to try to find a way to get his powers back. He got his powers back, but already damage was done. He saved the day, but he realized he couldn't give up that part of himself, because giving that up put the world in danger. So similar but different. I don't think being being who I am impacts the whole world or saving the world per se. There are a few people that probably in the comments would say that that's not true, because for some crazy reason, some of you people actually think I make your day. And I love that, and I appreciate that. We got Sweet Exorcist in the comments. What's up, Sweet? And I love you guys for it. I don't see it, but you all see it. You all feel like that way. And I've had messages and people talk to me and everything that say that, the world's a better place because I'm in it. And I appreciate all of that. But at the end of the movie, he apologizes to the president for being away for so long, and he promises it'll never happen again. Lo and behold, Superman 3 happened, and it didn't happen again. He just went dark for a while. But anyway, that's beside the point. But he apologized for being away for so long, and he swore he'd never do it again. And same situation, but different. I am sorry that things happened in life the way they did. I do feel bad that certain events happen. I do feel bad that, I feel like somewhere along the line that the person I was changed in such a slow way and in such a manipulated way that I didn't even realize it until I actually sat down and really thought about it. But the problem is now, most of you have known me. I'd like to say most of you, from Brooklyn Boys era. At least most of you have known me, so you know my personality, my charisma, my insanity and unpredictable and just straightforward nature. Whereas people who've only known me for the past couple of years, months, weeks, I met a couple of people within a few days ago, don't know that side of me. And I sit there and I go, but going back to that, now I'm not saying that side of me was bad, but that's a whole different version of myself. Is that going to be accepted by everyone else? Is that going to mesh well with everyone else? And I'm at that point in my life where it's like, well, accept me for who I am, or, there's no, gun pointed to your head. You can walk away, but it's still a thought, because I am unpredictable. Everyone knows that about me. I am crazy, and I've driven people nuts. And are you still working out? I've worked out every day for 3 weeks, last 3 weeks. First of all, that's awesome, Black Knight. And yes, I am. This past weekend, though, I kind of skipped for obvious reasons. Everything I just talked about. So this weekend I didn't. I didn't today either, but I will probably end up going back to my routine again, as I always do. But I just said, screw it. We're going to do it. We're going to do it right. And that's just a stronger version of myself also. I feel like, I don't know, especially making content again and doing stuff on the internet and now joining, friend circles and stuff like that. It's just the way it has to be. And who like it, awesome. And I don't see it really pushing people away. I think if anything, it's going to be more of a shock to the system for like a moment, and then it just kind of becomes a norm. It'll become a norm. But I'm still the same guy. It's just I didn't like where I was going. And I'm not saying the new version of myself. New version of myself was fine. I'm talking about I didn't like where I was going before that, which led to 2020, which, well, it didn't lead to 2020. It was created and it just went through to 2020. And now I feel like I'm back in control of my own self a little bit. And there are things from the past slowly coming back. And with that happening, and then me wanting to kind of bring the old school into a new era kind of feeling. And I say a new era because things aren't like they were back in 2007, 2008, 2009, where, Michael and I would get together on the weekends. First of all, we were in the same house. Second of all, we get together and do like a shit ton of videos and just throw it all on YouTube at once. So, I mean, the mindset could be there, but we're in a different era completely. It's literally been a decade since then, and things have changed. So having the old school mindset, but being in a new era means taking all that old mindset and bringing it into the year 2021 and beyond. And then also taking into consideration, I'm not that person age-wise that I was a decade ago, but that doesn't matter. I feel when it comes to age, and this is not, and I'm not throwing this out there defending anything but this, age is how you feel, age is how you are. It's a number, but it doesn't define what you do, how you do it, where you go. I mean, there are people that are in their 60s doing Pokemon card openings. There are people in their 60s doing streams on Twitch right now as we speak. Age is nothing more than how long you've walked on this planet. There are people on TikTok who've started this trend, and it's hilarious, for both wives and husbands, but mostly wives right now, who are older than their husbands. And it's that song, There You Go, Oh, Can't Make a Wife Out of. Instead of saying that word, though, it goes into a pedophile. And it's what's his name? Peter Griffin saying it. And it's a running joke, and they've had it on for wives, and now they have it on for the husbands too. People of all different ages. I've seen people. I mean, I hung out with my coworkers when I was 19, and they were in their mid to late 30s, I'd like to say. It didn't matter because we all meshed. We all had the same personality, the same type of attitude. It didn't matter how old we were. I mean, it definitely helped with a few things for me because I was only 19, if you know what I mean. But even when I was 21 and they were all in their mid 30s, we still hung out. I still fit in just perfectly because, again, it doesn't matter your age number. It matters more your maturity. And believe it or not, I actually can be mature outside of doing these videos. I can be. I can. Sometimes I don't have to be, so I don't want to be, and I won't. But when I have to be, I will, and I am. So that being said, don't think just because you're X amount of years old, you're too old for something. That's the point I'm getting at. Don't sit there and go, oh, well, I'm 30 years or I'm 50 years old. I'm going to go chase after a young person. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying age doesn't define what you can and can't do as far as creativity, content, videos, trips, things that you had on your bucket list that you haven't finished, things like that. That's what I'm talking about when it comes to age. Nothing beyond that. Don't misconstrue my words. My words literally just mean age doesn't define what you can and can't do for yourself. Having to explain things nowadays because people can take something and twist it in such a shitty, sick way is fucked up. That's all I'm going to say on that matter. But beside the point, don't let your age define you. You can do whatever you want, whenever you want. DDP became a wrestler in his mid-30s when people retire in their mid to late 40s. And he was an excellent, amazing wrestler. I love watching him in WCW, and he made a great WWE debut. He was in AEW at the beginning for a little while there. But, he knew it wasn't too late for him, and he did it. And he did a really excellent job. That's for my wrestling fans. DDP right there. But yeah, no, I'm not. I think it doesn't matter how old I was 10 years ago or how old I am now. I still have everything in me now that I did then. I don't have the people around like readily available at any moment, 2, 3 in the morning, like I did back then, but I still have the ability, I still have the drive, and I still have, if not more drive now than I did before for more reasons than I had before. And that's what I'm doing. And that's really what I just kind of did. I had that self discovery this weekend, and that's where I went with it. And that's how I feel. And if you want more, like I said, join the Discord. The post is on there. We now have a stream schedule for Chaotic Falcon. I will be streaming Sunday, Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern. This is one of the streams. I will be switching over to a game on Chaotic Falcon for a while once we're done with this. Also on Wednesday, Thursday, I will be streaming at 9 p.m. Eastern as well. Expect random streams also. It doesn't mean that that's all I'm going to stream. I've streamed at late hours. I've streamed during the day. I've had random streams then. And then last night, I was talking about the streams on Chaotic Falcon, and I brought up wanting to do IRL streams because cell phones are magic. I am getting a new cell phone very soon. So cell phones are these magical things now that actually have apps. So I was thinking of actually doing a IRL, like just some random streams. They're not going to be long streams. Maybe they'll be like video size long, 10 minutes, 15, 20. Really depends who shows up. But just putting my camera on and chit-chatting on Twitch, not on YouTube. Will I save the videos to YouTube? Maybe. But the IRL streams would be strictly Twitch. I can live stream to YouTube on my phone, but as far as YouTube goes, I don't know if you all would like that as much as Twitch is a streaming service. YouTube is more of a video platform, I feel. So other than Dark Avenger Live, which is my special once a week live show, and then the little live shows I'll sprinkle in here, there, and everywhere. I don't think random IRL, I'm doing this, that, or the other thing would be something that would fit on Dark Avenger C86 as much as it would on Chaotic Falcon, maybe as an archive, but not as a live streaming thing. And also, I do want to kind of keep this geek and nerd and comic books and video game related, the culture. So that's why also I have trailers that are popping up now. Certain companies give us, because we started We Are the Core, gives us trailers, and JD gives them to us, and we can put them on our channel. I put up 3. As a matter of fact, one came out of the beginning of E3. I will have more that pop up sporadically where I'm allowed to show the trailers. So what I'm thinking is when I have enough trailers, we'll sit down and we'll check out the ones that I really like and talk about the games. I know there's a Hot Wheels one. The Hot Wheels one looks really cool. I know Tommy's going to like it. The one that came out of E3 was really awesome. And then I didn't check out the other trailer yet that I shared. But the game looked interesting, but I didn't check out info on the game. So I'll have that coming up on Dark Avenger as well. When things start to get a little better, hopefully we'll have some unboxings return. That would be fun to do again. You guys know how much I love to do a good unboxing, especially when it comes to getting stuff in the mail. My mail time has always been on point. So we'll see about that. We'll see about other things going on. But for right now, like I said, and like I said on a previous stream, I'm breaking solo. So the only places you're going to catch me is right here on Dark Avenger C86, over on Comic Book Weekly on Tuesdays, over on We Are the Core whenever we have some really cool collaboration video we want to do, and finally on Chaotic Falcon 86. Otherwise, there's the social medias, which is Dark Avenger C86 across the board, everywhere. TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. Links are all down below if you're on if you're on YouTube, if you're on Discord, or you got on Twitch, all you gotta do is click the about, and all the links are on the about page. And again, Discord link is down there below, or on the Twitch channel as well. We have a great community. I'm trying to grow the community, and there are a lot of really awesome people in the community already. I'm already talking over a few collabs with a few streamers for Twitch. I know me and Desty, we're talking about that today. And Dead by Daylight's going to have a Resident Evil update, and I believe it's coming out this week. Yes, actually, I think it's coming out tomorrow. So with that being said, yeah, there's going to be some Dead by Daylight streams on Dark Avenger, and I'll probably be collabing with Desty Ways. She's an awesome streamer. You should follow her. I actually can do. Let me see if I can do this. I'm on my. There we go. Yep. I'm on my Twitch, so I can do. I have commands now on Twitch. I have better channel points, better options for your channel points now on Twitch. So I've done a lot of editing on Twitch. I've been doing a lot of updating, and next is going to be right here on Dark Avenger. I've done a few edits on Dark Avenger, but I'm going to be doing even more as time moves forward. I was going to do my top most anticipated this week, top 10. But like I said, the weekend just really threw everything off. So I'm not waiting for the beginning of a month. We'll see if I can get the books and everything this week. I'll probably start this week. I don't care. It'll be for the last week or the second to last week of June. And then the last week actually will be, ironically, the last week of the month is a Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to double check because I don't want to be wrong. Yes, the last week, the last day of the month is actually on a Wednesday. So there's still 2 more Wednesdays to go. So I'll probably end up doing some most anticipated, there. We'll have some comic talk soon. But until then, I think that I'm going to round out this live show on Dark Avenger and on Twitch. For those of you watching on Twitch, stay tuned. I will be doing another game. I'll probably end up advertising on Twitter the game. I have to figure out what I want to play. But anyway, if you're watching on Dark Avenger, though, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate and love each and every one of you, everyone who came out, everybody who said hi. Pegasus, thank you for watching over on the Twitch. I don't know why I want to say TikTok, but anyway, Black Knight, always a pleasure having you on here, man. You were here from the beginning. Sweet. Bavarian, I'm glad that everything's going well for you now. And Steven, thank you for popping in on Dark Avenger. Those are the people that commented tonight. Let everyone know Dark Avenger's back, everybody. Dark Avenger Live is going to be every Monday, 9 p.m. Eastern from now on. We have a time definitive and we have a day definitive. Monday, 9 p.m. Eastern. Tell your friends, let them come out. We'll talk comic books. We'll talk video games. This week was more video games because of E3. Next week will more than likely be more comic books. And there's some really cool comic talk that we're going to be doing tomorrow on Comic Book Weekly. So tune in 10 p.m. Eastern for Comic Book Weekly. The next live episode will be tomorrow. And yeah, that's all for now. So until then, everybody, take care, keep reading, keep collecting, and I will see all of you really soon in the next video. Later, everybody.